Unlike past FromSoftware titles, Elden Ring features a day and night cycle that will have effects on the gameplay. At night, visibility will be reduced for the player and enemies. Additionally, certain enemies will only appear at night, meaning the drops will be time sensitive as well. Dynamic weather is another new feature in Elden Ring that will play a role in affecting your gameplay. Heavy wind or rain will make it more difficult for enemies to hear you approaching, but the same can be said for the player, so watch your back. It is currently unclear whether or not weather conditions will affect elemental attacks. However, in previous FromSoftware titles, the damage output of elemental attacks could be increased under certain circumstances. Similar to Sekiro, stealth makes a return in Elden Ring and is enhanced by the day and night cycle and the dynamic weather features. This may help strike a balance with stealth being more effective at night in poor weather, but also less effective in broad daylight. Elden Ring features a unique type of summoning where you can call on a familiar to aid you in battle. These spirits will be a collectible found throughout the world, and they can be upgraded similar to weapons. Similar to weapon arts from Dark Souls 3, there will be Ashes of War present in Elden Ring. However, this time around, they can be switched between weapons. Each weapon can only have one Ashes of War skill equipped at a time, and there are nearly 100 of them present in the game to collect. This new mechanic was also featured prominently in the gameplay reveal trailer, showing the Tarnished cutting down an enemy on horseback. This mechanic may add a new dimension to combat, but there will likely be restrictions on when you can or cannot summon your mount. Also note that players will not be able to ride their mount in co-op multiplayer. In Elden Ring, your main character can jump when they are on foot, similar to Sekiro. This will be useful for both dodging those sweeping attacks and adding more verticality to exploration. Fall damage has been reduced in Elden Ring to encourage exploration and avoid putting stress on the player. Perhaps even more impressive is that your mount can double jump, which will surely be necessary to reach some of the more out-of-way locations. Your mount can also perform a special high jump from the boost pad-like wind updrafts you can find in the overworld. While older FromSoftware games have linear areas that are all creatively linked, Elden Ring has an actual open world that players can roam and explore. This gives players more creativity in how they approach combat and finish quests. Guard Counter lets you counterattack immediately after blocking a hit. This is a new technique introduced in the game and is different from parrying. With this new feature, players can be more dynamic with their playstyle. Item crafting is a new feature to Souls games that will be present in Elden Ring. There will be a wide variety of animals in the lands between for each player to hunt for their materials. Collecting these materials will allow players to craft useful in-game items such as potions and arrows.